6:01 on this Thursday. Good morning to you. Did you feel the earth move last night? You certainly weren't the only one. If so, a magnitude 6.7 earthquake shook up northern Vancouver Island shortly after 8 o'clock last night.
What's going on? The chandelier's swinging. I think we had an earthquake. The mirror is swinging. Look.
This is amateur video taken by Vancouver Park Board General Manager Malcolm Bromley from his home in Vancouver. The shaker was centered nearly 100 kilometers south of Port Hardy, but could be felt as far away as the lower mainland, Washington State, even Williams Lake. This is what it looked like in Yaletown, thanks to a video posted to Facebook by Mary Zilba, one of the Real Housewives of Vancouver. 3 aftershocks followed, one registering 5.0, 2 more at 4.2. No tsunami warning was issued, no injuries or significant damage has been reported. BC's Education Minister says he is disappointed that public school teachers have started limited job action in an effort to get a new contract. Peter Fassbender says it's up to the BC Teachers Federation to come up with realistic counter-proposals to get an agreement. Public school teachers are no longer supervising students outside of the classroom, prompting several school districts to cancel recess. They're also not communicating in writing with administration. The BCTF will not say how long this phase of job action is going to last, but the union has said lack of progress at the bargaining table could trigger rotating strikes within 48 hours.
Rotating strikes mean total disruption, whether it's a school by school or a district by district, and we have said clearly we want to avoid any further job action that actually closes down schools.
Meanwhile, budget cuts are coming to school districts across the province, including New Westminster. Parents met there last night with an eye on the fall civic elections. They realize the school board is limited by provincial funding, but they're not happy with decisions trustees have been making.
We feel that parents have one of the strongest voices in the community if they can work together. So in our view, what we'd like to do is get a board of trustees together that's parent-focused and skills-based, and we feel that can make changes that are needed in our district.
The New Westminster School District needs to cut almost $3 million to balance its budget. The board is looking at laying off teachers, clerical positions, and support staff. New Westminster police are warning drivers about doctored parking machines. Credit card skimmers have been found in 2 pay stations. City workers have checked all other machines in New West and found them to be okay. Police ask anyone who has parked in the city recently to check their financial statements. Any unauthorized charges should be reported. The world's biggest fast food chain is rethinking the way it uses foreign workers. McDonald's Canada has suspended its use of the temporary foreign worker program. The company says a third-party audit will determine whether it's abused the program. The owner of 3 McDonald's restaurants in Victoria is among those accused of hiring foreigners when he could have hired Canadians. The company is in the process of taking ownership of those restaurants back. Early numbers from the latest Metro Vancouver homeless count show street homelessness is on the rise. Region-wide, the number of homeless people or those living in shelters is up by 5%, with nearly 200 more people living on the streets. In Vancouver, the number of street homeless jumped 249%. The city's mayor blames delays in social housing projects, renovictions from SROs in the downtown east side, and a lack of shelter beds. He insists his goal of eradicating homelessness by next year can still be achieved.
It's not a one-time fix. It needs a longer-term sustained effort. And we have 5 solid years of working at it, and that's stabilized things roughly. We haven't gone up since 2008, but we've seen this roller coaster over the last 5 years. And to ultimately get that down and solve homelessness, we need a significant long-term investment made from all levels of government.
Of the 2,770 people found homeless in the region, nearly 1/3 are Aboriginal, 20% are youth, 27% are women, and 18% are seniors. The final numbers will be tallied in July. Well, it might look impressive, but a YouTube video has caught the attention of authorities. They want to know who was operating a drone used to record the footage. Have a look. The remote-controlled aircraft came dangerously close to a plane landing at Vancouver International Airport last year. The transportation investigators are looking into this incident, and RCMP are trying to find the person responsible. Another video shows footage of Metro Vancouver landmarks. The videos are posted under the username Quad Rotor Dragonfly. Drones are not illegal in Canada, but are expected to be used safely. Days after a bizarre alleged dog napping, the search for a bulldog has ended in the Fraser Valley. Chloe, the French bulldog, was found roaming around a residential neighborhood in Abbotsford. The pooch was allegedly stolen from a Vancouver tattoo parlor last week, with the incident recorded on camera.
The suspect in the theft, quite early on in the investigation, was identified and known to the police. The circumstances regarding the theft of the French bulldog, fairly early in the investigation, were learned by police. But obviously it wasn't until we could confirm that we've found the dog's safe and it's going to be returned to the owner, that we're able to share information. Our priority in this case was the safe return of that dog.
Police are still investigating with charges possible. It's believed the suspect and owner may know each other, with the ownership of Chloe in dispute. We like to call this story President Obama versus the dancing robot. The U.S. president paying a visit to the major science museum in Tokyo, where he was greeted by a Simo, Honda's humanoid robot. Asimo welcomed Obama in English before showing off its soccer and dancing skills. The president was later introduced to another robot named Shaft, which was designed to help with disaster recovery.